Welcome back. Joining us now is Chitranjan Rege. He's head of base metals at MCX. Chitranjan, hi. Thank you so much for joining in. And I understand the last 3 years have been kind of a lull when you look at nickel as a commodity after what we saw in 2022 on LME after that Russia-Ukraine war escalated and the way the nickel prices moved in that 24 hours. Since then, LME hasn't been able to pick up, and we've seen that impact happen on nickel futures on MCX as well. With this new offering, with some changes, first of all, what are the changes? How do you see now stabilizing or filling in the gap that we saw in nickel trading?
Thanks, Manisha. I must say March 2022 nickel was a bad dream.
Yeah.
This is all behind us. As you rightly pointed out, I mean, the change what we done, one is the trading lot is now 250 kgs, and the delivery lot continues to be 1.5 tons, which is, 6 times of that. The delivery center combination has been rationalized in the sense the primary delivery center at Thane continues to be the one, and we have removed every other thing so that the in terms of confusion where the delivery would come and all of that is put to rest. And finally, the expiry date of the monthly contract has been moved away from end of the month to the third Wednesday of the month. As you would appreciate, most of our in fact all of our metal contracts used to settle at the month end, and a few others in other segment as well. In the delivery based model, then the challenge used to that there are too many contenders for the investor appetite, and the idea was to move this expiry to somewhere else so that on a standalone basis there is a good opportunity for investors to look at this thing objectively. So this contract now from the September expiry onwards would have 250 kg trading lot, single delivery center, and expiry revised to the third Wednesday of the month. These are the changes we have proposed and implemented.
Chitranjan, since you do watch what's happening in the international prices as well, has LME nickel contract also picked up? Is the volumes coming back?
Yeah, I mean, the initial 1 year, I think the March 2022 onwards, it took a while for the entire international market to come to the terms of what challenges happened, but progressively, things have improved. Definitely, the contract also has improved. The deliveries cycles, all of that also got rationalized. I learned from the physical market that the quantum of inventory lying into LME warehouses is also pretty decent, significant, I would say. And market is already talking in terms of whether the prices are good enough for the smelters and a lot of factories to work with good margins, or whether they should take a break. So I think the normal trade and normal demand supply parameters or issues are back in business. So I would say the history is behind us, and I think we are all looking forward for a more positive and encouraging response to the contract.
Chitranjan, also the fact that India imports all of its nickel that is in use as well, I'm assuming that this contract is going to be quite important in that sense. How are you also looking at the participation herein? I mean, this clearly is something, nickel is used in stainless steel. It's an important one when it comes to renewable energy as well. How are you looking at the participation mix here?
Right, Manisha. So, this being entirely an imported metal, the producers of the stainless steel, and obviously they have a direct access to the import, a lot of that. But there is a huge amount of import which comes by the traders, who would extend the delivery just in time to a lot of medium scale and the SME entities. So my sense is that all of them required some kind of hedging mechanism, and in our previous avatar also we saw all of this very much being party to the price discovery and delivery. So I am very hopeful that we will bring the same value proposition back on the table, and I am sure they will all subscribe to it. The only change which is the three changes what I mentioned already, including the expiry date being revised to third Wednesday. I think market will appreciate the utility of this contract.
All right, that point is well taken, Mr. Ranjan. Thank you so much for joining us. So that's MCX yet again launching a new contract, and this time it's nickel. There have been changes in the contract that was traded 3 years ago. So delivery center, delivery quotation, and of course the timing as well in sense of expiry. All those 3 changes coming in the new contract there. But with that, let's go for a very short break yet again. When we come back, we'll put focus more towards news and updates.